This is a win for this president who, for now 2 years, has essentially been screaming there was no Russia collusion. He is backed up by Mueller.
Search and social media platforms aren't just our window into the internet. They serve as our primary source of news and information. No one tells us that the window is blurred, subject to unseen distortions and subtle manipulations.
Can you agree that there has been no evidence of collusion, coordination, or conspiracy that has been presented thus far between the Trump campaign and Russia?
No, I don't agree with that at all. I think there's plenty of evidence of collusion or conspiracy in plain sight.
But let's quickly take a look at some of the resources that were essentially put into this investigation that were laid out in this letter. 19 lawyers, 40 FBI agents, 2,800 subpoenas were issued. In addition to that, we also know that there were nearly 500 search warrants that were executed, more than 230 orders for communication records, 13 requests to foreign governments for information, and nearly 500 witnesses who were interviewed. So that is some of the detail we're learning from.
The day after Donald Trump thought, okay, the Mueller probe is finally over, he was back on the phone with Zelensky trying to get a different foreign nation to interfere in the next election.
Making the determination, we noted that the special counsel recognized that the evidence does not establish that the president was involved in an underlying crime related to Russian election interference, and that while not determinative, the absence of such evidence bears upon the president's intent with respect to obstruction.
What I can tell you as a general matter, no matter who owns or runs Twitter, the president has long been concerned about the power of large social media platforms, the power they have over our everyday lives, has long argued that tech platforms must be held accountable for the harms they cause.
Lies, conspiracy theories, junk science, quackery, white supremacists, racist tracks, misogynist screeds.
Public servants come and testify about how he withheld the military aid, withheld the White House meeting, attempted to coerce this ally in their time of need.
If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a bitch.
Look, here's what I know. I know Trump deserves to be investigated. He is violating every basic norm of a president. You should be asking him the question, why is he on the phone with a foreign leader, trying to intimidate a foreign leader?
If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money.
The special counsel's investigation is not sufficient to establish that the president committed an obstruction of justice offense. That is key.
Please tell me what you did when that unethical man, that terrible man, that man that was putting people in cages, dividing our country, extorting our allies, please tell me what you did to stand up to that man. What will their answer be?
If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money.
At the end of the day, tools don't control us. We control them, and we can remake them.
Does it give you pause when you hear the allegations that this is viewed as a witch hunt? When you are campaigning and fundraising, does it give you pause to speak about this probe at risk of giving fodder to that argument?
Well, you know, I think feel a public responsibility, as I do on television as well as when I do in private, to try to inform the public about what Russia is doing, the risk it poses to our democracy.
The special counsel did not find any U.S. person or Trump campaign official or associate conspired or knowingly coordinated with the IRA, meaning the Russians, in its efforts.
Is there any other opinion that might come up against this to challenge this 4-page summation, Roland?
Well, yes, I think there will be some liberal members of Congress who will decry this as a partisan exercise and insist on further investigation of these issues. It seems to me that if what they're after is political theater, there will be plenty of opportunity for that.
and it's in quotes here, the evidence does not establish that the president was involved in an underlying crime related to Russian election interference.
For most Americans, the internet has become an essential part of everyday communication and everyday life. That's why I'm laying out a plan to keep the internet free and open.
And I believe we should use every tool at our disposal to secure our greatest gift: a government of, by, for the people, for generations to come. And I hope you agree with me, and I look forward to you joining in the work.
For the first time ever anywhere, the 45th President of the United States of America, Donald.
Tap on the shoulder. You adjust the microphone as you talk, man. For their gracious aid.